Hey guys, it's Imersat, formerly known as Demoplayboy, which I changed recently. Long time no see, seriously. It's been a while. Long ass while, my disappearance. Almost like 2 years, 2 something years, and now, look at it, I'm back. I'm back from YouTube. Back from everything I just did, like everything, like homework, school, of course, laptop, upgrade, software, hardware. Staying away from YouTube for a long time sometimes will make me miss it, but sometimes I do not. In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how I started this channel in this first place, content I was posting, and why I disappeared for like 2 or 4 years, I believe. I don't know, two years. In this channel, I don't usually do commentary, but because of my long ass disappearance, I have to talk about this. So it all started in like fifth grade, where one of my classmates showed to the class that he had a YouTube channel, posted videos there. I took inspiration of that and thought about it in class that I wanted to create my own YouTube channel. I talk a little about making my YouTube channel with my table group and some of my friends. And then when I got home, I got my iPad and started recording. And then I did my little introduction. Hey guys, I'm Demoplayboy. Welcome back. Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. I'll be posting this. I'll be posting that. Like every starting YouTuber sometimes does that. And like every starting YouTuber, quality of it was pretty crappy, pretty shitty, just to say. And I am part of that, obviously. On my YouTube channel, right now, currently, consists of many random videos like toy roleplay, which I don't do anymore, random gameplay, which I'll probably not do, and some EAS scenarios, which I'll definitely continue on doing. Out of all the videos listed in my channel so far, the EAS scenarios got the most attention. I also have some deleted videos because they were like embarrassing to me, and I think some others. One of them was just me ranting about my crappy laptop because it was slow when I was trying to record me building my Roblox game. Honestly, I wish I never deleted it. I wanted to look back at me just raging at my first laptops. I'll talk about that later. I hit it a couple of times in the video as well, as I remember. Maybe a couple of trash talking there and there. Yeah, I think about that. Another video, since at the time I was younger, the trash talking was probably bitter and cringe. Another video I also had deleted was a magic trick video, which showed me showing off quote unquote magic tricks, which were extremely fake, by the way. Someone exposed me for it, and then after I found about it, the comment, I just deleted it. I just don't want it to get a little more hate. By the way, that was my young self back in the day. That was my young self. I made that video after seeing a video for easy magic tricks to do. My young instinct kicked in and said, "Hey, let's make a magic trick video. Yeah, just for content. Just for content." But obviously, no previous experience. With no previous experience, obviously I would fail. I would fucking fail. I'll mention another one last deleted video, which may surprise some of you, but it's my first video on YouTube. My first video on YouTube, the introduction. Why? Well, this saying would be embarrassing, but I only had my underwear on my tank top. Yeah, make fun of me in the comments below. At the time, it was summertime, so why wouldn't my young self wear that? Now time to move on to the most viewed videos, which is called the EAS scenarios. If you don't know what an EAS is, here's a Wikipedia paragraph explaining it, which I'll show right now. The Emergency Alert System, also known as the EAS, is the national warning system in the United States put into place on January 1st, 1997, approved by the Federal Communication Commission, also known as the FCC, in November 1984. When it was replaced by the Emergency Broadcast ABS, which in turn replaced CONELRAD, it is jointly coordinated by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, aka FEMA, the FCC, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, aka NOAA. The EAS regulations and standards are governed by the Public Safety and Homeland Security Bureau of the FCC. An EAS scenario, usually an EAS scenario would consist of a real or a fake hostile event, for example, Titans destroying buildings or magnitude 9 earthquakes happening across America or something like that. It would show an emergency alert system, emergency alert system showing what is happening and how to protect yourself. Sometimes they would just put text on a blank screen along with some like text to speech and then call it a day. But most of the time, it's actually pretty good. There's more than that. I've seen people add like news reports, sometimes real life shots. Yeah, they're really good when I saw them. Like one of them by Radioactive Girl, which is called like something about the sun. I forgot about the video, but I'll post a video on the still. I'll post a still up there. This is what it's called. Yeah. When I first made my own EAS scenarios, they would be low quality. They're really low quality. At the time, I was only limited to like free video editors like Filmora. I wasn't able to remove the watermark as I had to pay. Yeah, I had to pay. They would call, I think they're like $20, $40, I don't know, $20, $15 a month. I don't remember. Maybe a year. But hey, the large watermark alongside with the poor editing makes a recipe of total nonsense. Total fucking nonsense. Nowadays, I just use Premiere Pro as my primary video editor, and I'm probably gonna learn After Effects to make my videos better. I'll do that later though, but I'm recording right now. One more type of videos I make is the gameplays, yes. The quality gameplays. Well, they're pretty crappy. The most recent ones relating to Blox World, which just consist of me talking about worlds and play the Blox World creations. Unfortunately, somewhere in May or June, the game shut down all of a sudden, and it's unknown what the intentions are for shutting it down. Now we're going to talk about why I left YouTube in the first place for an extremely long time. This was like in 2017, 2018. At the time, when I was editing my first videos, I was editing on an HP Stream 14 laptop, which obviously when you look at the specs, it's definitely not meant for editing. I'll show this picture and I'll say out the specs. So the processor is an Intel Celeron dual-core N3060. Celeron, by the way, Celeron. Base clock speed of 1.6 gigahertz with cache of 2 megabytes, 4 gigabytes of RAM. Probably it's probably DDR3. I doubt it's DDR4, but it probably has like a slow RAM speed, somewhere in the 1300 range. The graphics is integrated. This is an Intel HD Graphics 400. It has a DDR3 DRAM. The hard disk is a 32 gigabytes, and it's not according to the website, it's not SSD, but I think it's like eMMC flash. So 32 gigabytes, not what I recommend for laptops nowadays. Every computer nowadays anyway, because you have to like have your updates, you have to have your files, and the fact that there's also like bloatware and stuff. It will just fill up your computer really fast. Also, you got the updates and stuff, which will definitely fill up your storage really quickly. Yeah, those are really bad specs. If you're not gonna be doing any like demanding crap on it, I guess you can buy it. But for general audience, hell no, hell fucking no. I was pretty frustrated on this, even doing homework, and basic things were really slow, and I'm not fucking kidding when I say that. When I charge and use the thing at the same time, the performance would hinder worse. The sound will fuck up, everything becomes laggy, it's just a general mess. That's why I wouldn't use the laptop when it's charging. Definitely would not do that if you were me or something like that. I don't know. I also tried doing stuff on Roblox Studio. But honestly, the performance was okay for doing small games, but once again, it's extremely laggy when I tried recording for a video on YouTube while building a small Roblox game. Again, the raging video on my HP stream I deleted. I wish I never deleted it. I don't care. I did play on that piece of crap, yeah. Simple games like Roblox, Roblox graphics back in the day were like more simpler than now, so Roblox on graphics were of course pretty shitty. Other games ran okay, but some ran horribly. Overall, from my personal opinion, from using the HP stream, it's a piece of shit. It was a piece of shit. The next laptop I had was an HP Pavilion Db6, which I used in like 2018. It had better specs, but it wasn't full-blown perfect. So the specs of the Pavilion Db6, it's an AMD A6 Vision with an AMD quad-core A6 3420M, 4 megabytes of L2 cache, 6 gigabytes of DDR3 SD RAM. Never heard of that. It would have been, yeah, DDR3. The max supporting for this RAM for this computer is 16 gigabytes. This thing actually has a discrete graphics card, but it's old, I believe. AMD Radeon HD 6520G. It's the discrete class graphics. Up to 3061 megabytes total graphics memory. I believe that's like 3 gigabytes. Short of 4 gigabytes. It actually has way more storage than the stream, although it's still an HDD, which, so the storage capacity of this thing is 640 gigabytes, and I didn't know this till now. HP protects smart hard drive protection. Of course, like every old laptops, like some of that, it's a super multi-DVD burner. The display, it features a 15.6-inch diagonal HD Brightview LED backlit display, which is a 1366 by 768 resolution. It has 100,000 gigabit Ethernet Ethernet connector LAN, 802.11 BG and N wireless connectivity. And the sound has Beats audio with 4 speakers. When I used the thing, it was okay, I guess, for a laptop like that, but it's just I would just say it was an full-size island-style keyboard with a numeric keypad, and of course, touchpad with on-off button, and digital media for your SD card, yeah. So, experience. What about experience on the thing? You think if it's good? I was able to run virtual machines on the Pavilion, but it's slow. It's slow. Don't expect me to run things like what? RDR2, Cyberpunk, I don't know. Since I was using the Pavilion more, the stream had to go. The stream had to go. I posted myself destroying the stream and posted it on my Instagram, but I cannot tell you my Instagram because it's personal. I can surely play the clips here, but just want to let you guys know that there could be some cringe, so here's a cringe alert.
What you're seeing right now is a trash laptop that surprisingly does homework. But when I do my homework, I use Google Docs, but then it doesn't. Come on, focus on this. Focus. Okay. When I use Google Docs, it's not even fast enough to run it. When I try to type, it slows down. Now I'm gonna get revenge on this because I have a Chromebook now. I use a Chromebook for homework, then I use my dad's laptop for my gaming, and I'm gonna get a future laptop soon. So this laptop, freaking trash. See, this is what you get, HP.
Look at the cover.
Freaking
It has some
trash. I can't believe it. This stupid laptop won't even let me do my freaking homework. Come on. Let's do this outside.
Hey, wait for me.
Freaking trash laptop. You see? Look at that. This trash, cheap, $200 crap. Fudge. What the? My grandma's up. Look at large. This is what you get, HP. Don't mess with me. This is what you get. Freaking bad, HP. Don't mess with me. I repeat, don't mess with me, HP. Don't even try.
Yeah, it was cringe. But hey, at least I completed one of my goals, destroying the HP stream once and for all. This might be a me thing, but when I destroy things that piss me off the most, I get satisfaction from it. I don't know if you guys relate to that, but for now it's just a me thing. From something that gave me nothing but hell, is finally out of my misery in life. Not misery, but just normal life. Yeah. The next laptop I had was I had hope for, but it was slow as fuck. I'm talking about like this laptop. Sure, it may have 6 gigs of RAM, a dedicated and AMD graphics card with lots of storage, but the problem is, it's slow. It's slow. The hard drive was literally an SSHDD, which I already mentioned. 54 with a 5400 RPM speed. Yeah, everything was slow, but at least it was better than the stream overall, performance-wise. It's like baby steps to where I am right now. Thing was perfectly fine for what I'm doing. I tried to make a third EAS scenario, but gave up due to the performance of the laptop. That's where I slowed down and almost quit YouTube because of that. Sure, I made some good gameplay videos, but that's about it. Besides, YouTube things were fine. Just like fine. Not like perfectly fine, but it's an 5 out of 10. Gaming on the thing was okay. It ran Roblox with a couple lag spikes on low graphics. All went good until one Saturday afternoon in 2019 when I tried to turn on the laptop. It just didn't. It's like it wanted to shoot itself. It's like it shot itself in the head because it doesn't want to do any crap. The caps lock light was blinking. The screen doesn't turn on. I was like scared at the time. Seriously, I didn't want to tell my parents that I broke it because they would have gotten mad. This made me build up more aggression against HP. I was left without a laptop for like a couple of months, till my dad took it to a repair shop to get it repaired in the early days of 2020, somewhere in like February. When I thought it would be fixed, it wouldn't. A couple days later, the repairman told me and my dad the laptop could not be fixed because it was a motherboard issue, and they would have to buy a used laptop. The keyword, okay, keyword used laptop. I didn't like that, but I had to bite the bullet and they say, you know what? If I want to do something and if the laptop's good, I'll be it. So then a couple of days later, I get the used laptop. Once a fucking again, it's an HP. What a surprise! HP ProBook 4530S to be exact. Instead of improvement, it was worse. It was worse than the Pavilion, unfortunately. Sure, the laptop gave me a free SSD upgrade, which is nice, but the thing is, it didn't even load like an SSD. So, I'll show you the specs on screen. So, the specs for this thing, it's a Intel Core i3, a second gen Core i3 2310M, 2.1 gigahertz clock speed. It's a dual core, of course. It has RAM speed of 1333 megahertz. This was just, okay, by the way, this is single channel RAM. 1x4 gigabytes, by the way. 1x4. Just combining 4 gigabytes with single channel, you got a recipe for disaster, you know. We've got, of course, DDR3, and yeah, that's about it for the specs. The resolution of the thing, it's like 1366 by 768, literally the same resolution as the other laptops. This is a step back. Unfortunately, this is literally a step back from the Pavilion. I tried one last time to be able to make an EAS scenario, but I had it with Filmora. I had it with Filmora. The watermark, everything about it. You have to pay for everything, you know. I found out one of my friends was able to edit into Premiere Pro, so when I learned about that, I said, you know what? Fuck Filmora, let's learn Premiere editing. Yeah, Premiere editing on a crappy HP laptop. What a great idea. So I did learn how to edit on Premiere, which I used to edit this video what you are watching now. I was able to learn the basics and fundamentals on Premiere and learned more along the way while I was testing stuff. After a bit of experience, I wanted to edit a new EAS scenario for YouTube. I wanted to come back, I've been gone for like 2 years, I believe, at this point. 1 or 2 years, or it's probably like 1. I thought it was gonna make it though, till I faced the problem. Video playback was laggy, and editing overall became laggy. I learned more about the company HP, and that fueled my aggression more. It literally did. I'm not kidding. To the point where I'm like, fuck HP. I wish I had another brand of laptop. Fuck HP. I swear to God, it's like a piece of crap company. It's like the garbage bin of. It's like the cherry on top of the shit sundae of companies, EA is bullshit, the DLCs and all that, but HP is the worst in the company department, Oh my god. The HP was so bad. Apparently, when I learned more about it, apparently you have to pay to get your solution in the tech support call, and I've heard that HP tech support agents can be rude sometimes. Gaming on the piece of crap was worse. I get more lag spikes in Roblox and even fucking Osu. Of all the games it could have lagged on, it chose Osu. Osu, it's literally one of the most simplest games to run. You just render like dots, dots. That's all you gotta render. Sure, the video and the effects and all that, but it's literally a simple game to run, but it still would run shitty. Back to the YouTube part of the laptop. I did upload a couple of blocks. I did upload a Blocks World tribute in the middle of 2020 to commemorate the game that was part of my childhood. It was uploaded on my iPad, of course. Then, absent again. Surprise. Not to be heard of for a couple of months. Dealt with this piece of crap laptop from 2020 to 2021, which is 1 year. 1 year of hell. 1 year of fucking hell. I had to deal with this piece of crap company for this 3 years. 3 years, almost 4. Daily things on the computer was slow, but sure, there may be some fun moments, but it was slow as fuck. But one good thing that came about this was that I got interest on PC building during that time frame, which I'll talk about now. This was an important factor to building my computer knowledge. If it weren't the only thing that came out of all of this experience was that if I never got that HP crappy laptop, I would have never learned about PC building, and I would never have the computer knowledge I have now. Somewhere in the first or second quarter, though, I came across an article by Intel on how to build a gaming PC. This is, like I said again, this is the start to where I build up my computer knowledge. When I first read about this, I thought, oh boy, that's hard. That's really hard. Like screwing things in, plugging things in, tying things in. Oh boy, yeah, that's really hard. So I went on YouTube and found a video on how to build a gaming PC. After watching one of the videos, I got intrigued. I got interested on this topic to where I started watching PC tech channels like Linus, Bitwit, J2Sense, your usual. When I stumble upon some confusing stuff, I just Google the info I need. That's the beauty of the internet, but sometimes the internet could be a little ugly. I built up my knowledge more and more to the point where I wanted to build my own. So I came across the website, every PC builder, PC knowledge person called PC Part Picker. That's where a website where you can build your own where you can list your own parts you want for your PC build. I didn't know what my budget was at the time, so I just made lists from 300 to 700 and stuff. After some research, my budget came down to this little teeny spot in my budget, which is 600 to 800, which is literally the sweet spot for most people. I wanted to get PC parts for Christmas, so I waited and waited and waited the whole year, but wasn't able to. Reason? CPU and GPU prices were way overpriced. That's what pissed me off the most, bro. Budget GPUs were like the RX 570 skyrocketed to the 300s. Before, the usual price of a RX 570 would be like 150, 140, 160, but $300? You fucking kidding me? And then one time 500. You know, you can get like an RTX 3070 or a 3080 with that price. My god. Well, that actually 3070 because it's like $400 anyway, or a PS5 or Xbox One. But anyway, all the other $100 to $180 GPUs were skyrocketed to the 200s, some of which were out of stock as well, which pissed me off a lot and still pisses me off. But you gotta deal what you gotta deal. Same goes to the CPUs. The budget ones were skyrocketed, and some of the good ones were out of stock. Still got good presents though. Got like $150 to $180 in cash, which is an important factor for later. Had a fun time during Christmas despite COVID and everything that happened in 2020. On my birthday on January 9th, 2021, I turned 14. Most of the people who viewed my Instagram story about my birthday didn't care, but my friends did. Thank you. Thank you to my friends. Shout out to you guys. On my birthday, I got $200, which is ranging from the $150 to $180 I got, gets me around $300. So once I got that, I also remembered earning $400 for taking care of the dogs back in 7th grade, but my mom put it in a bank account I have no access to for protection. Well, I kind of get her point though. I kind of get it. But it was a perfect opportunity to be able to get a new computer. So part prices were still overpriced, which I'm not surprised. So I had to resort to the laptop department. At first, I was like, I would have missed out on the opportunities of easy upgradability and cooling, but it was my only choice anyway. So yeah. While my friend was like waiting to get an RTX 3060 laptop, he helped me. My friends helped me like find laptops on my price range, which is about $700. So I researched about it with my friends and stuff. So and came across 3 choices: Acer Nitro 5, Lenovo IdeaPad L340, and an Asus TUF laptop. All had similar specs and price ranges. So they like have like an i5 1650 8GB, you know. Well, the TUF laptop had a 1650 Ti, so it's like an equal to everyone else. But then one day, my friend found a sale on a laptop on Best Buy called the Dell G3, which is the laptop I have currently. So the laptop has Intel Core i5 10th gen Intel Core i5 10300H, a 1650 Ti. The display is really good, by the way. 1920 by 1080 Full HD. It's an LCD display or LED, I don't know. It has 120 hertz. 120 hertz. You usually would see that in like higher price laptops, but yeah, it has 512 gigabytes of storage. A better improvement to the 110 gigabytes I had on my old HP. And most importantly, SSD. It's an NVMe. So everything like loads faster now. Everything loads faster and stuff. Anyway, the CPU has a base clock of 2.5 gigahertz, and that's about it. Like, really good. I love the design about it. I love there. Everything's like really good about it. When I looked at the specs, it was like a massive boost for me. It would have been a massive boost for me when my friend found about the laptop. Best of all, this laptop was on sale for $700, which is still as of now. It is still on sale as of now, as I checked before. I believe $700 is literally the bullseye for my budget. This would mark the final 20-30 days of my HP ownership, aka HP hell, if you've been watching my story about this. I told my dad about this laptop, and he agreed to buy it with the money I earned. When he clicked the order button, I was so fucking happy. So happy the fact that like almost 4 years of HP hell will be finally over. Finally over, man. It was expected to arrive in a Tuesday the next week, but it arrived the next day. I live streamed the unboxing on my Instagram and obviously did a gaming test. No new laptop experience would be perfect without a gaming test. For like, who doesn't game? of course, it ran like a champ. It literally ran way faster. I can finally play at higher graphics with a respectable frame rate. It is way better than the HP would ever be. This is like the best opportunity for me to make a comeback on video on YouTube and start making videos again. Now here we are, March present day, January 31st, 2021. Day I'm back on YouTube. Honestly, I never thought I would be coming back till now. This literally like 4 years of HP hell. I thought I would never come back to YouTube. I had missed opportunities like 3D modeling, Roblox development. What else? Like of course video editing. Yeah, the usual. I had missed so many opportunities. At the time frame, I would have done it way earlier if the laptops weren't a piece of shit. But they were a piece of shit, and I had to deal with them. 4 years of hell. 4 years of technological hell for me. Which gives me an opportunity to give you guys this one moral. Crappy things you have now won't last forever. It could be long for you, but trust me, it will end. So, since I'm officially back on YouTube finally, I have like plans for uploading videos such as EAS scenarios, Roblox trolling, sometimes commentary on what I'm doing. I'm also coming back to Roblox development. You know, I'm like a beginner, intermediate, which now I have to relearn again. And also I'm a beginner on 3D modeling, which I will definitely learn later. I am really interested in these two. I really want to come back to those as well and just learn. I probably might be posting stuff like feature like my showcasing my stuff like my 3D modeling, my Roblox world. Yeah. I also might learn After Effects later, which I'll definitely do. Learn that so I can improve my videos. And especially for the EAS scenarios as well. It's better to like have like good effects and stuff, you know. Probably might be posting stuff like that on my YouTube channel, but who knows? But the important thing is, I am back. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you dislike, and good night.